Hello there, everybody out in that world of ours, in YouTube land. Right, you just hope things are doing all right for you. We had a kind of a special day today, really, didn't we? We went out. We went to the church in particular, but yeah, had to go to the opticians. Well, the subject of this video, before we carry on, is about health. And you know, the word health covers the whole aspect of health in every range, literally. So yeah, that's what this video is about, health. Let's talk about health.
Let's talk about health.
Yes. Well, yesterday I went to the opticians to go for my eye test. And as I was going through the test, I noticed I've been having these things in my eyes, but I wasn't too sure what they were. And then I found out that they were called floaters. So I had to come back today to for them to give a more thorough, in-depth test on both my eyes. So I was a bit concerned, you know, you hear stories that floaters can be caused by blood pressure, or other kind of hidden ailments within the body, stress, things like that. So I was thinking, I wasn't worrying at all, was I?
It's natural though that you're going to, even though you don't show it, that you're going to worry a little bit.
Yeah, because both the eyes, because I can see the floaters in both the eyes. As I'm doing this video, I can see them. So the final test was, it was thumbs up, got very healthy eyeballs. My eyes are very healthy, that's what he said. It's just that because of my age now, fastly approaching 60, the body deteriorates. You know, when the body starts to deteriorate, you'd be surprised how old you are when it starts. Is it your mid to late 30s, early 40s?
Well, it can be any age, can't it, really?
Depending on your lifestyle
and
as
you
well.
look after yourself.
Yeah, on your lifestyle, but normally, it's I think it's in your...
I'd say middle 60s.
No, I'm on about when it starts to degenerate, because you hit your peak when you're in your late 20s and 30s.
But if you look after yourself,
Yeah.
it could be your middle 60s.
Yeah, but still...
Or 60 then.
But there's a slow degeneration aspect, and it's very slow. Your lifestyle can speed it up if you're drinking and you're doing drugs, and that can speed it up very rapidly. But the natural process of degeneration starts, I'm sure it's the late 30s, early 40s.
Is it that young?
Yeah, it can be. It can be, but it's a very, very slow process. It's slow, you don't even notice. I know other people having these eye floater things from in their 30s and 40s. I've heard things like that. So that's all part of it. Again, it's all down to your lifestyle. But anyway, this is a degeneration process. And what the optician told me today, he checked my eyes thoroughly. Wow, what a test it was. They had to put this solution over my eyes. And what this solution does, it opens up your irises. And boy, I can tell you some things of what I experienced. The flash was okay, you know, in darkness my eyes were fine. I felt like one of them bush babies.
It did.
I really did. I felt like a
Pupils was
bush
as
baby.
big as his eyes.
My pupils were bigger than my eyes. They were big as the eyeballs, literally. That's how I felt. And when the test was done, all thumbs up, like I said, went outside and the sun was shining, it was like, whoa. I felt, honestly, I've never experienced anything like that before. I had to put my sunglasses on. I had to put these on, and I've been wearing these while I've been watching the TV, so I'm alright. It's not too bad, but my eyes feel achy. They do feel achy. But yeah, so there you go. So thumbs up, eyes are aging. There you go. It's life, isn't it? But yeah, this video is about health. Your health, both mentally and physically. I mean, from the word go, when you're born, well, when you're conceived, excuse me, that's when your health, that's when it starts, about your health and how your body's growing from when you're an embryo and you're changing, and that's the health design of you, so to speak, through your DNA and your ancestors and Everything's passed from down their generation to you, and again, it depends how you look after yourself. That's what it boils down to: your mental approach to life, your physical approach to life, and it's about being smart and clever in what your approach is. The trend of what people set sometimes is that trend is not for everyone, and that can have a detrimental effect on your health as a whole, and it really can. What's my dear?
Totally agree with that. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, when I got into look after myself properly, before I started, hanging around with people and trying to socialise with them and trying to mix with them and, following things what they, did. Like,
Fitting in.
Yeah. My martial arts was my healthy way of dealing with things and coping with things and getting into weight training, because I wasn't old enough to start weight training, so that was... when I started weight work, I was about 14, 15 years of age, and it was at Pendiford High School in the boys' gymnasium. Well, actually, it was in the old changing room, and they had a big area. They just had a bench and a barbell and a couple of dumbbells. And I remember this one guy called Zarkov. He was the spit at the time. The way he was built like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that's no joke. he had a similar shape to him. And Mr. Holt and Mr. Stangroom, they used to see them training in the gym, and some of the things we used to see what they used to do. Oh God! And I used to say to Zarkov, "Is that weight training?" He said, "No, not really. They haven't got a clue how to do it." And Zarkov kind of like gave me the start of my weight training career of life, so to speak. And yeah, and with my food that I used to eat, man, Caribbean style, full of protein, but also very sweet in its texture with some of the things that we had. But yeah, my lifestyle up until this age now, I think I've found the proper way of it now in the last 3 to 4 years, would you say, at least?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because before that was a bit of a
I'd say 4 years.
very slippery slope. My mental health was all over the place, and I lost a lot of weight. And Max will tell you,
He wasn't eating. He wasn't looking after himself. The weight was dropping off him. It's a nightmare, wasn't it?
I reckon I must have got down to about 13 stone.
Yeah.
Maybe even less
Very
than that.
easily.
I was very gaunt, very gaunt looking. Mental stress just got a hold of me, and
Just going down.
yeah, and that's when my ill health really came at its fullest, really. And what was kicking in was the things that happened to me when I was a young child, and I was battling with that, and I was fighting a losing battle. So I decided, right, I've got to get back to Wolverhampton. And then when I got back, and then the journey and the road to recovery started from there. And here I am today as a result of it. All the therapy that I had, and I had a lot of therapy, didn't I?
You did.
I had a lot. Not for the faint-hearted, this kind of therapy I had, though. And then I started to get back into my training a little bit by a little bit. And then we started to see each other, and that helped me in my health in the way it is now immensely. It really did. It was like a potion of life, which I've never had before.
But you weren't used to eating healthy, was you?
No.
No. See, I don't eat processed foods.
Processed food, people.
It's just full of rubbish.
Yeah, people. For those of you who are eating processed food, it's not good. If you knew what was really inside all that processed food, It would scare you, and that's no joke. I ain't kidding.
And you started to learn, didn't you? Like, what you should
I
be
did.
eating properly and
Definitely.
how to get well again, really.
Yeah.
And the way it started to get back on you
Yeah,
properly,
so
didn't
to put some muscle on.
it?
But it was a tough one, very tough thing that I'd got. And the supports as well, the network that I had from the good people was really amazing. But Maxine, bless, thank God for you. Thank God for you. But yes, people, with your health, you've only got one once. And I'll always mention these kind of things in my videos. You've only got one soul, one body. You've got to look after it.
I think when you're younger as well, it doesn't matter how much people, tell you the good advice. You just think, don't you, it's ain't going to happen to me, or it's going to be years before I get like older. And you never think you're going to get older, do you?
No, you never do.
Or anything's ever going to happen to you.
And this is the thing with people in life. We watch a lot of documentary stuff and crime-related programs we watch. And they always say, everyone always says this, things like this never happen in our place. You can't say those things. See, and that's the mental conditioning these people have. I never thought like that. I never said, things like that never happen in our place. Listen, you never know what's going to happen from one next thing to the other.
You don't.
No one does. So, me personally, for these people who think that things negatively don't happen around their place, think twice. Always have an open view to things like that, and to be aware of things like that. Because look at the incidents that have been happening with the children.
Oh gosh.
In our country, if not all over the world.
Innocent children.
Innocent children. Need we say any more? And that's why it really knocked me when I hear people say, things like this never happen around by where we live or where we go to. Listen.
Can happen anywhere.
Can happen anywhere at any given time. Look what happened to me in 2011, and a lot of you know. I got attacked at 10:20 a.m. in the morning whilst I was at work.
But like you say, it can happen any time,
Exactly.
day or night, can't
Day
it?
or night.
It's going to happen, it's going to happen.
And the worrying thing is, it's when you're asleep, things can still happen. We hear the police sirens, helicopters and stuff like that around here a lot, don't we, Max?
Well, we watched somebody today, when we were out, checking out houses.
Yeah, he was. And we was just waiting outside the bus up at the top of the road where we live.
And you could just see what he was thinking.
He was
looking. He was scoping the houses.
Every single house he went past.
Yeah.
Every single one,
He was
you know.
looking
He even looked across at us at the bus
to
stop.
see if we was watching.
And we were.
We were.
Should have seen him. He was literally scoping the premises out. Every house he was looking at.
Yeah. You weren't masking that, was it?
No, he wasn't. But again, the subject of the matter of this video is about health. I know we tend to sometimes do what they call a Billy Connolly, because he does stuff like that. When he talks about a particular subject, he'll go to something else and then he'll come back to that. But yeah, it's about health.
If you ain't got your health, you ain't got nothing, have you? Let's face it.
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
Your health is gold, isn't it?
Gold.
You know, if you had the choice of winning billions on the lottery and
What would
having
you-
your health, I know what I would
What would
choose.
you have? The money, material stuff, or your health? I can tell you what I would have. Speaks for itself. Yeah, it rhymes there. Speaks for itself with your health.
Poets and you didn't know it.
A poet and I didn't know it. But yeah, it's health. It is priceless. You cannot put a dime on your health. Don't care who you are.
No, you can't.
How much billions you've got.
You can't.
Health is most important.
I mean, I admire the disabled people. I
Oh
do,
man.
You know.
They're some of the healthiest people around.
And they have to struggle
Yep.
with wheelchairs and going out basically because people just don't give way to nobody.
No. Today. we was on the bus. What bus was it? It's the 126, and we were coming up to Carmel Row, and I got up first, and I have to make sure that Maxie was okay when she was coming off the bus, and there was this mother with their child, and Maxie let her out, and then these two young girls just got up very rudely, and walked like moved in front of Max as Max was coming forward, and. Boy, so disrespectful that was. If it was boys, I would have said something, but because it was young girls, I thought, no, okay.
But you know what? It just seems a way of life these days, sadly, doesn't it?
Yep.
Just got no manners.
No, they haven't.
That's all.
Yep.
But getting back to disabled people,
Yep.
I do. I feel really sorry the way they get treated.
They do.
I mean, it's bad enough when you're able-bodied.
Mm.
So how must they feel? I mean, you know, queuing in queues when they want to buy anything.
Mm.
Why do these shops not open disabled tills?
Particularly, only for disabled
They've got
people.
them in
Asda,
Primark.
and Asda have got them as well.
Oh, have they?
They've got them in Asda as
I
well.
don't know about Asda, but I know Primark.
But yeah,
But they don't use them.
No,
They don't
no,
open them up.
no.
You know, and it does get you, and you think, oh dear me. I mean, that's fine. They're suffering enough, aren't they? If they're in a wheelchair or they're blind. Or
Yeah, of course they are.
it's just it must be a world that's just coming at them all the time.
Yeah, attacking them all
and
the
they can't,
time.
and trying to swim out of it.
Just
sort of
imagine
thing.
that. Imagine that.
You know, so I would imagine a few people probably just don't go out to avoid it, which is sad because, again, for your health, it's good to get out if you can. If you can, obviously. If you can't, you can't. I mean, I can't get out like I'd like to. But at least I can get out occasionally, can't I?
At least
With the help of Andrew.
at least a couple of times a week,
Yeah.
if depending how bad the flare-ups are with
Yeah.
the fibro.
And the arthritis.
Yeah, the osteo.
That's another problem. But even then, I always want to just do what we got to do and come back, don't I?
Yeah, definitely.
But to just go out in itself is just a healthy thing for you.
Yeah, it is. It's brilliant.
You know, some people live on their own and they might not see anybody each day. And yet they go out there and at least somebody will say hello or talk to them at the bus stop or whatever.
Like with this thing for, because Max, she's pre-diabetic, and I have this
referral thing from the NHS for pre-diabetes, which shows you how to eat properly and exercise as much as you can.
As much as you can,
You know, it's a really good programme, but you have to be referred by your GP. But it's a good thing. And even going to that, you're surprised when you walk in for the first time because you think, wow, all these people.
Yeah, because originally we thought it was
diabetic.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be like a one-to-one consultation kind of thing in the room, but no, it's like a group session. Right? You know, you normally see these documentaries or movies, and you see people sitting around in their chairs. Well, this is what is actually just like that.
Yeah.
It really is exactly like that. Exactly like that.
But it was really educational. And you realise there's other people there with the same thing as you.
Of a different age.
Yeah.
Different colour, ethnicity, background.
Yeah, different cultures.
Different culture.
You know, and it's really like, you think, oh, wow, okay.
And sometimes you think when you're having these things with your health, like diabetic and things like that and so on, you think that you're on your own, and you really do think that, but you're not. There was about 15 people there, I'd say, at least. And it was... See, I've never seen anything like that in reality.
It was mind-opening, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, it really was.
You think, oh, well, I eat healthy, I do this, I do that.
But how healthy do you
always
really...
something you're going to miss.
Yeah, and how healthy do you really eat?
Yeah.
What's your real diet like?
Yeah.
It's like for the nutritional part, because that comes under health as well. And the lecturer for the diabetes and that, because she's pre-diabetic herself, isn't she? The food labels, the ones with the red.
Yeah, we didn't even know that.
No.
Because they're high in fats, they're high in
Yeah,
sugars.
high in sugar, cholesterol. Oh my word.
Yeah.
And you don't
And you
realise.
think you're eating healthy?
Yeah, just because they've got those things on there. The red is a no. It's a no. So what we're doing now, when we're doing a little bit of shopping,
We check the label.
yeah, check the labels. So now,
Checking the labels.
like doing the shopping with, online shopping, you're going to have to really look properly now.
Yeah, it takes ages, doesn't it?
Yep.
Takes ages to think about what you're buying.
I'd rather, with the online stuff, they don't tell you the nutritional stuff as well, do they? That's where they catch you. So I'd rather actually go to the where we need to go and do the shop and look at the product labelling.
And again, it's a vicious circle
Yeah.
because medication can cause stuff as well. So it's like, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, really.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as long as you're helping yourselves or trying to,
Yep.
you've got nothing to lose, have you, really?
No, you've got nothing to lose
At
whatsoever.
least you know that you're trying, You're trying. But there's so many health problems, isn't there, out there?
Yeah.
And you've got to ask yourself why. You really have. Oh, we know it's lifestyle and that, but
Yeah.
is it anything what they spray foods with that causes ill health?
Yeah, or from the family, passing
Yeah.
down from the generations.
Yeah, the DNA.
The DNA can have defects in it, and some can skip generations.
Yeah.
Like with me, for instance, with my dad coming from the Caribbean. I was tested, I think we were tested for sickle cell,
Yeah, you'd have to be.
but
wouldn't
none of us had it. So anyone of mixed culture background who have children with other people, their children will have to be checked
Yeah.
for sickle cell. Everyone, if they know you've got African, Caribbean background in your heritage, you still have to check for sickle cell. Even over the generations, and you're a very light-skinned person, and you think, oh, this person's Caucasian, and they actually are not, because they've got ancestors who are from Africa. They still have to check for sickle cell. They have to, because it can still be through
It's a nasty thing, isn't it?
for the ancestor DNA. So this is the thing.
And again, and not everybody's close to their family.
No.
And you can come from a big family and not know who's got what, really. Because you don't know anything about them. So that's another problem, isn't it, really? When it comes to like things running in families and you don't know.
Yeah.
That's a hard one as well, really.
It is a very hard one, really, because we know people who have lost connection with their family. They have lost complete connection with them, and that these people have had problems themselves, and
So if they've got children, who are they going to ask, really?
Yeah, and they've actually gone to the GPs themselves to find out that they've got some defects from their ancestors, and they was asked if they knew anything about them, which, the male side or the female side, and these people don't know nothing. So this is where the DNA thing's in. They have to give a DNA sample, which is put up on the system, and to find out who their family links are, and that's the only way they can find out is that way, providing that their family relatives have also got their DNA up on the system.
Yeah.
Like I've got mine up on the ancestry one, and boy, that was a thing to really find out about my background. Wow. Talk about multicultural.
It's got everyone in it.
Didn't know. I had a feeling I had African in me, but we didn't know about that. The DNA says 27% of me is Nigerian, and the rest of me is European. So that's 73% of me is European. Wow, that's massive, isn't it? That's a big mixture of other European cultures. I've even got New Jersey in America. I've got links with that as well. That's from the European side, so they must have emigrated to the Americas in God knows what century. And yeah, it was quite surprising seeing that as well. So we've got links with this in the United States. I've got relatives who actually live in the United States. Wow. It's quite amazing. So yeah, see, this is all to do with the health links of your ancestors. I mean, I'm quite an athletic person, so there's someone in my ancestral background who was probably quite an athletical person, and that DNA has been passed on through to my brothers and sisters, because I've got siblings who are quite athletical in their years. I've got quite a few who were.
Most of them.
Most of them still are. Most of them. Not all of them. So yeah, so that's again another good health aspect to know that I've got family links with the DNA history who have come from some kind of sporting background, or it's wow, the world is my oyster, so to speak. But yeah, the healthy aspects of your own life. You have to think smart, really, and be sensible with it.
Be one step ahead
Yeah,
of
be
yourself.
one
all
step
the
ahead
time.
of yourself all the time, exactly.
All the time.
Yeah, again, getting back to this video, it's all about health. Because health is wealth. I mean, we've always said that. Health is wealth. So it really is. Just look after yourself.
I mean, especially this day and age when they want people to work till they're like in the 70s.
Well,
Oh, goodness me.
is that official though?
Well, it's something that they keep saying they're bringing in.
It's in
don't
they're
they?
bringing in, but
Yeah,
it
when the
hasn't.
pension age goes up again.
Well, so they said. Well, again, we've got to wait for these things to be official because they haven't said it's official yet. They just put it. It's like the up in arms effect. They call that.
Yeah.
It hasn't been documented properly.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it
Yeah.
will, but I'm just saying if they did.
Could be scaremongering.
Do you know, how could you work till you're in your 70s?
It's a scaremongering approach, I think, for.
Unless you've got a job where you just sit there all day, But it's not stressful or
Well,
anything.
if it's official, we'll find out.
We will.
But yes, please look after yourselves. You've got one life. Don't make it
Treat
too
your
short.
body like a temple.
Yeah, it's the best way, really.
Because that's how it should be treated, really.
Like a temple. We're not like a temple as in, the religious side of things. We're talking about keep it as healthy as possible.
Yeah.
As healthy as possible. Because we don't drink alcohol. We don't smoke. And some people might think, oh, okay. So what do we do? What do we do? You know where we get high from? You really want to know the truth? Life. A good life, a good healthy life.
Yeah.
And the good life we're on about, it's not a material life. Our life is the one from within us. Here. This is the life we're on about. Not the outward life. The inside life. Just imagine those of you who practiced the cultivation of life itself. And what I mean is by the intrinsic arts, yoga, Pilates even is as well, Tai Chi, Buddha meditation, Taoist meditation.
Yeah.
Everything to do with the internal cultivation of the self. Just imagine if the majority of us people on this earth practice those things, and I mean properly, not the studio style of things, because I've seen the studio stuff and I have, and boy, they don't do it properly. I'm not knocking them or anything, because I know for myself they don't do it properly. Come on, I've been in martial arts 50 years, I'm celebrating this year. So I know my stuff. I'm not boasting on it, I know my stuff. It's been proven time and time and time and time again. It's a hard graft. And I've struggled over the years to get where I am today. But it's worth it though. It's just cultivating you as a human. And you've got to, boy, damn work hard at it. You really have to get there. And it's persistent. And it's daily. But again, we live in this world where people don't find the time, do they?
No, but that's like health life, isn't it,
Yeah,
as well?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you've got something wrong with you, then do your best so it doesn't deteriorate any further,
Yeah.
if you can.
I mean, I've had problems with my feet before me and Max got together. Oh, my feet was in a right state.
Horrible.
all my toes were badly infected. Toenails were badly infected.
Ready to drop.
Literally,
Off.
that's no joke. So I had to get the specified medication, which I didn't like.
No, he doesn't like taking medication.
No, I don't.
But
But
on that
I know
occasion,
that's-
he had to.
I had no choice because they said the infection, if it didn't go untreated, it would have gone deeper into my body and caused a lot more problems.
And it would have.
It would have affected my organs. That's how
So bad it was.
That's how bad it was. So we had to use these tablets, and I went on for a course for about 9 months, was it?
9 months.
9
yeah.
months course, you know. And it worked brilliantly. And then changed my footwear as well. Introduced me into Skechers footwear, and I haven't looked back since. My feet have never been so happy. Every 2 or 3 months we go and see. We have our foot
Feet
spa,
done, yeah.
feet done in a foot spa, get them treated, pedicured, massaged, and boy, oh, what a relief that
It's
is!
like walking on air.
It is. It really is. It really helps phenomenally. It really does. For those guys who don't have a pedicure, trust me, guys, it's worth it. Some guys will say, "Oh, it's a women thing." No, it's for men and women.
You've got to look after yourself. You've got
Got
to look after your body.
again. I mean, I've always said you've only got one body. Look after yourself. And I love the pedicures. When did we have it? How many weeks ago was it? 2 weeks was it now?
2 weeks.
About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I'll tell you now, my feet are good looking feet. And normally feet are ugly.
Beautiful face, isn't it?
Yeah, my skin on my feet is completely changed. I've never known anything like it. And you know what they say with your feet? What are they? Gateway to your body. The soul of your
The
body.
soul, yeah.
Of your body. The bottom of your feet. Well, actually, the feet as a whole, from the top and the bottom, are the soul or gateway to you. Even your hands are as well, a gateway to you too. So look after them. Look after you. You've only got one you. Okay, so we ended it there on that
Okay.
one. And it's a wrap. Let's keep this tree of life. Let's keep it always and forever flowing. Let's keep it moving and grooving. Let's keep that chi flowing how it intended to be flowing. Let's feel that energy. Let's feel that wonderful chi. Let's feel its power too.
Namaste.
Namaste.
to you all.
Namaste to you all. Namaste to you all. Please stay safe out there.
Yeah, stay safe. And can I just add, if you do travel by buses, public transport basically, and you see somebody who's struggling or elderly, let them have the front seats.
Yeah.
You know, if you're healthy, let them have the front seats. You know, it'll come back to you tenfold, that will.
Okay. So, get them likes in. Comment. Share. Subscribe. Let's subscribe to our channel. Okay, everybody, please, but seriously, stay safe out there. Be aware of your surroundings. Please, don't have that tunnel vision approach to life. That's another healthy approach. Be aware of things. I'm not saying just be aware. Just be aware from within. And if you're aware from within your own body, trust me, wonderful things do happen. But it's a practice thing. Even if you're going out for walks, don't have your earpods in, because that'll distract you. Just go for walks on the days, not a nice day when they're permitting. And get the bearings of where you're walking. Just get that feeling of that place and where you're going to, and just be switched on and clued up to things. Okay, we can't stress that enough, can we, Max?
No, can't.
Okay, Thank you again, everybody. Thank you again.